31. From the gun, Burrow in trouble. Dumps it off. Pirine decides to go right. That was a nice move. Picks up the first down. As again, he takes head on a couple of Chiefs defenders and got one assist. He actually caught a 41-yard touchdown pass to get that game to 21-10. Burrow on first down has Hurst right at the first down marker as he somersaults down after the catch and holds on.
And they're getting the ball underneath a little more, and that's really helped.
Chase is not on the field for the snap. 2nd and 6. Back to Pirine. He's got an opening. He's got a first down. Slips through a tackle. And we'll go spot it close to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow with time. Finds a target at the 20.
Corners to go guard these guys.
Younger, faster. 1st and 10 from the 21. At the 5. That is Boyd holding on. Let's see if the Bengals can finish the deal. 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback draw. Burrow has just enough room to find the end zone. It's a touchdown. His 5th rush touchdown of the season.
Patience is the key for the quarterback and Andy Reid.
Here's a 2nd and 6, setting up screen. Pacheco, there you go, Tony. Pacheco weaving, finding room, and gets near the 50.
In the dynasty.
1 win away from another 10-win season. They could get it today. 3rd and 4. What a nice move here, getting back on his feet. That's Juju Smith-Schuster. At the 29, they'll go ground with McKinnon. What a hole that was. And they try to help him. Humphrey, the center, comes up to try to push the pile. Watch Kelsey on that left side. He was looking for him. Ball got deflected at the line and batted down. That was DJ Reader. Got Butker from 26. With Townsend on the hole, Winchester snap. Everything executed to a kick right down the middle. Take Boyd out of the backfield. Across the middle, and they've got the first down. There's Chase with the catch. Pirine has 35 total yards in this first quarter. 2nd and 3. Pirine's going to have the first down. He adds to his total with another 9.
You know, high point every time.
Could be dangerous right here. 3rd and 8. He's at the bottom of the screen, but Burrow's going the other way, and he's got Higgins, and he dives for the touchdown. What a play by T. Higgins.
Him and Andy Reid this offseason went to work on 3-man rush.
On 2nd and 7, he's in trouble, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line by Hubbard. Sam Hubbard. On 3rd and 20. Hasn't targeted Kelsey yet. Oh, look at him heave it here. That's going to be over everybody's head, including Valdez-Scantling.
See all the guys up, Jim, at the line of scrimmage. Who's coming, who's not. All bail out or all come.
They bring up quite a few. Got past Clark. Burrow. Clark's still after him. And then it's Karlaftis.
Right?
Yeah.
But this guy.
The stats are there.
Oh.
1st and 10. Threads it. Smith-Schuster and another first down. You kind of got to go generation by generation.
Yeah, there's so many. He's going to be the fastest tight end ever at 10,000 yards. And he's done 38 games, and he does it today with 80-some yards. 38 games less than Tony Gonzalez, who's number 2.
On the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. They're bringing it. Mahomes gets rid of it, and Kelsey could not turn around with Bell. Smith-Schuster with a fight for it. Oh, where are they going to mark him? They say first down. But McKinnon's coming and giving him a nice spark. 3 carries, 29 yards. Here's Sky Moore. Got the first down. Plenty after that down to the 11. So they've removed him from that position. Picks up the first there with 12. And here's McKinnon. McKinnon stacked up at the 2 and gets close to the 1. Trey Smith, one of those who helped clear him. Mahomes completes it. McKinnon for the touchdown.
Bengals might be the one team who subtly shows they might have their numbers sometimes.
First down handoff. He rides so hard, runs so hard. Got away from Reed. He's got another 8 or 9. Hurry up now for Burrow to Higgins. who caught his touchdown pass earlier in this quarter.
Pressure coming after Burrow on the 2-minute.
Rushing 5. They seal it. Gives Burrow a chance to chase. And there he goes. Thornhill, he leaps over and out of bounds.
Oh, wow. Kansas City leads the league in overtime, too.
Pirine. A force today.
But that's where I thought early in the year, right? But they get to work on it a bunch.
Got Chase with McDuffie on the bottom, and they go up straight ahead. And he's going to be short. Again, no catches for him. And the wide receivers for the Chiefs, only 3 catches for 35 yards.
All out pressure.
3rd and 7. He's going to go back to Valdez Scantling. This time he has it. Went right back to him deep across the middle. Threw a perfect pass from the 32. Play action fake. Going to get Kelce involved.
Yes.
Here goes Kelce with his first reception down to the 12-yard line. Pick up a 20.
You're going to drop 8. You got too many people back.
Going to run it. Pacheco's got the first. He's got the touch. Kansas City back in front. First lead of the game, actually, for the Chiefs.
I think it's a good thing you got 2 that were arguing is good.
2nd and 9. That's Boyd to the 45.
Didn't you ask, are you Brady or Manning?
He said, I'm Joe. And that's Joe right there. Back to Boyd, who started that discussion. Of course, there's some other guys, too. There's a guy up in Buffalo. 3 catches, 54 yards. Boyd is averaging his highest yardage per catch in his career as Pirine goes for another 10.
The diversity in the run game was another big one that...
From the 18. Lofts it. He's there. Oh, my goodness. He made a couple of big catches on the drive. There's the good job on the hold by Chrisman, the punter.
This is it, though. This is what great quarterbacks do. They adjust when you adjust, and then they come back, and you got to switch it up.
Throws. Oh, what a hit. But he holds on. That's Watson getting leveled by Bell. Rushing 5. Going deep. Battled for it. And Valdez Scantling has another catch in this quarter.
To the front pylon, back across the field.
And just throw it away as they were draped on him. It's for real. Mahomes up in the air, and he fumbled as he went across. Did he break the plane first?
It looked like he broke the plane.
Touchdown's the signal.
Oh, he did the Michael Jordan up on top with the ball stretched out. Fumble comes out, but I think the Michael Jordan of the sport maybe just got over 2 guys.
And Allegretti says, I got it anyway, and I'm taking it home.
Oh, that ends anything anyway then. Creed Humphrey's like, give it to the old lineman. They did throw their hands up initially.
Prior to the quarterback fumbling the ball, the ruling on the field is a touchdown as he broke the plane prior to the fumble.
A lot of good teams.
And here's Burrow to Chase. How about that pass? The precision on that one.
Cincinnati's only had 4 holding penalties all season. By far the best in the NFL.
2nd and 7, Burrow. Look at him go. Was that designed that way?
My goodness.
I mean, my goodness, I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be like that.
So if he pressures, then they can stop the run, electing to throw.
There's Burrow deflected. Oh, as Willie Gay got a hand on it. 41-3. 24-20 Chiefs, seconds into the final quarter.
And you said Miami wins today and Kansas City loses. They're the 1 seed.
Here's Mahomes hit when he threw it. It's Kelce. Pratt's trying to hold on to him, needs some help. Ball came out. Ball came out, and Pratt has it. Kelce's looking around like, hey, didn't you guys whistle that dead? And the indication is no, they didn't. Again, flicks it. First down, Pirine. Boy, he fights through so many tackles. Talk about tackling on one side and then being impossible to tackle on the other.
Every decision you get a head coach changes the fortunes going forward.
Here's a 3rd and 7. Big decision here. Gonna dump it off again. With the back. Oh, that's close.
But I still don't think they're going to blitz him.
What a catch. Or what an effort after the catch.
Brady doesn't take sacks, and he gets the ball out quick, and they're always one of the top scoring teams. That's what you want.
1st and goal. Backpedaling. Hand wide open at the 5. And that's a touchdown for Chris Evans, who's barely seen the field and comes in and scores the go-ahead touchdown.
4th and 12. Justin Herbert. These young quarterbacks. It's Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Allen.
And it's Kelsey from Mahomes. They try to punch the ball out of his arms, but it's a pickup of 14.
Uh-oh. You don't have to have bounce. You don't have to run it. You just have to be efficient with it when you do it.
Here's a 2nd and 4, Tone. Run it again. And Pacheco gets thrown down right at the spot needed for the 1st.
This is a really interesting time right here. This clock will start to run. There's a pressure coming after him. No.
Burrow. Mahomes dancing around, and they sack him. They're able to get to him.
You've always thought he's one of the best.
Gotta hook it. Gotta hook. No good.
So it's hard to think they're going to get a stop here without something dramatically different happening.
P. Ryan has the 1st and pulls ahead. New set of downs at 3 minutes.
No, do they do it here, Jim? I think they might pop out.
Quick pass instead to Chase. Defenders are there. He gets past him. Oh, it's going to be a close spot.
Oh, my goodness. There's so many things there. One, now, yes, we see upsets all the time, but that's not going to continue every year.
Last play before the 2-minute warning, and they're able to deck him back at the 29.
I can't believe
Karlaftis from the 28. Pressure. Pass. Oh, that's going to do it.
Oh,
Higgins somehow able to get that reception with Joshua Williams all over him.
Enjoyed it, partner. That was a game. That was unbelievable. This rivalry is growing, and I never thought I'd say it's one-sided going against the Chiefs, but right now Cincinnati has their number, and there's a chance we'll be seeing this again.
Buffalo now is the 1 seed.